Well, I think a couple things. One is when it comes to the film, it's got to be front loaded. You got to put the best stuff in the front, the stuff that's going to catch coaches' eyes, whether it was my own son or any other player. I think that's first and foremost. I think the other thing that we do too is we don't sit around and wait for opportunities. We figure out who our kids are interested in, where they can see themselves playing, and then we send film directly to those people. We reach out and make contact. I've got a couple of friends that are college coaches, and they hate getting emails from these recruiting companies. It inundates their emails. They're flooded. They want the kids to directly contact them, or the high school coaches to directly contact them, and that's what really starts the conversation.
So, my counsel to all the kids right now: polish up your huddle film. You try to publish that anywhere and everywhere so people can see it. That's your casting a wide net approach. And then the parallel approach is the more laser focused. I had a chance to, whether it's, Randy Klingemeyer's All Alaska Camp, and I met some coaches there, and I got all their cards, and I'm going to follow up with those guys, right? And I'm going to send this directly to them. Or perhaps a good friend of mine or a good friend of my head coach has followers on Twitter that are coaching outside and definitely looking at kids. So I'm going to refollow those guys and make sure I share my content with them as well. Your first 5 plays are your best football plays that you have. As a kid, you really have to get good at manipulating your huddle film, because one coach is going to see you as an offensive player, another coach is going to see you as your defensive player. And the faster you can recreate that film to highlight the things that they either have questions about, or they think they see you as, or that they want to see more of, the better you will become. The question that they had about Jackson is like, hey, we like tough guys, right? I mean, we're Montana, we have Cowboys. I don't know. Are you tough? And, I'm not seeing it in your film. I see a good athlete. I see a guy who played quarterback. I see a guy who played a little bit of safety, but are you tough? And literally before they hung up off that call, Jackson had recreated a film for Coach Robertson that highlighted all of his aggressive plays, all of his tough guy plays, all this stuff. And so that was one of the things that Coach was really impressed about, and he was able to take that to Coach Choate and others.
Clean up your Twitter. Make sure that your film's good to go, right? You got it set up. There's no slow motion in there or anything. Make sure you've got a good email address, a good phone number for them. Your DMs are open on Twitter. You're looking at those colleges that you're considering